It is all about the movement of people from one place to another. It is about the movement of goods and services. It is very critical to the economy of any society, and that's why we're taking it very seriously. It is called transportation, and of course, out of the seriousness that we are attaching to it, that's the reason we are bringing this program to you. This is The Movers, and it's coming to you on the network of Silverbird Television. I tell you, if it's about professionalism in broadcasting, no station does it better. My name is Desmond Nwachukwu. I welcome you to another edition of The Movers. What do we have for you on the program today? I will tell you, but not after I've taken this break to pay some bills. Very quickly, let me thank our sponsor, Road Transport Employers Association of Nigeria, ably led by Dr. Musa Muhammad, Mitako B1, and very sincerely too, I need to thank my friend and my brother, Prince Adebayo Samsudeen Akpelogun, the one you call all-rounder. He's the national president of Akomoran. I want to thank you so much for being a part of the program today. So stay with us as I pay this bill. When I come back, I tell you what we have for you on the program today.
From 1933, when it began operations as Motor Transport Union, till it was restructured under Decree 21 and 22 of 1978, later amended by Decree 1 of 1999 and published in the Official Gazette No. 6, Volume 65 of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Road Transport Employers Association of Nigeria has contributed immensely to the development of Nigeria's economy. As a union backed by law, RTEAN, under the pragmatic leadership of Alhaji Musa Mohammed, is set to play its role in the transformation and reformation of the transportation sector. With a well-established structure in Nigeria's 774 local government areas and about 10 million membership strength, Alhaji Musa Mohammed is poised to lead RTEAN into productive partnership with government at all levels to ensure your comfort. RTEAN, the mover of the nation's economy, is committed to making Nigeria a better place for all. For more information, visit www.rtean.org.ng. Uproad Super! There were vacuums in Nigeria's transportation system that needed to be filled. It came to the rescue. The rising rate of unemployment in Nigeria has become a thing of concern. It has provided hundreds of thousands of Nigerians with a sustainable means of livelihood. The security challenge in Nigeria could have been worsened by idleness. It engaged and took many youths off the streets. Commercial motorcycle and tricycle are not arbitrage. They are rather beatitude. The word should be regulation and not banning of commercial motorcycle and tricycle without alternative. This message is powered by Akomoran under the national president, Prince Adebayo Samsudeen Akpelogun, all-rounder. Great Akomoran! Great!
Welcome back to The Movers. And moving on very quickly on the program, I'd like to tell you that we are going to be seeing a special report put together by Toluwaleke Ali, and this time around she's looking at the ways, the measures with which we can protect the rail system of transportation from attack like we witnessed very recently. Of course, it took just 2 days for the leadership of the NRC to restore operation on that Abuja-Kaduna route, but we need to look more at the ways that we can work against possible attack. And that is contained in this package. Sit, I'll be right back.
It is no longer news that since it came to power, one area where the government of President Muhammadu Buhari seems to have met, to a reasonable extent, the aspiration of majority of Nigerians is a revamping of the rail system of transportation. This feat has continued to attract commendation from different quarters.
Oh, yes. If we look at it very, very well, I think it is a welcome development that the federal government is putting in all their efforts to make sure that the rail system is very, very effective and efficient again, as it used to be during our childhood days. So it is indeed a very good thing. Now that we are having the passengers train transporting our people, and people are patronizing, we must do everything humanly possible to make sure that this works out very, very well in our great country, and that will, the development will actually, it will enhance development in our great country.
Rail is a means of substituting, whatever the road should have carried. Reduce the weight on the road, shift it to the rail so that our road can be there for other road users. So it's a welcome development.
The development in the rail sector is one of the high points that people are hailing the federal government of President Buhari of achieving. Yes, we give it to them. It's a right step in the right direction.
With the commencement of the operations of train services, many Nigerians, especially in the northern part of the country, heaved a sigh of relief because rail transport, aside from being fast, also provided a high degree of safety against kidnapping, which has become a regular occurrence on Nigerian roads. However, the excitement seemed to be short-lived as an attack was launched on the Abuja-Kaduna route on the 20th of October 2021. The managing director of the Nigerian Railway Corporation, Fidet Okira, attributed the attack to vandals.
Now we now have problem of insecurity, and we have that of vandalization. You recall a few days or weeks ago, from Kaduna, and some, I would call them terrorists, because you may want to say they are bandits. But whoever is going to do something that might be injurious to other people, that's an act of terror. That's terrorism.
Though 2 days after the attack, the Nigerian Railway Corporation resumed operations on the Abuja-Kaduna route. There is, however, need to put necessary measures in place to forestall any future occurrence. Some security experts share their thoughts on it.
Essentially, the axis where it happened, we have all expected that. For those of us in security and knowing what is the trend in some certain areas of the country, I think one will expect that such a thing will happen in that axis, because you can observe what is happening between the Kaduna-Abuja expressway and the security situations there. We must actually fortify the security presence along that axis. The rail line must be patrolled by security agents regularly. There must be mobile and static patrol of the rail line from Abuja, Kaduna to Abuja, and all that axis. And as a matter of fact, not that area alone. We must actually protect the rail line throughout the country. Even the Lagos-Ibadan rail line, it should be protected. We must not wait until the train is attacked before we do that. We have agencies that can actually do that. We have the civil defense, we have the military, we have the police, we have the state internal security organ like our own here, like the SOSAFE, the Amotekun are there, which we can jointly put hands together and make sure that we ensure the security and safety of our people, even while traveling through rail line. When we look at it, the banditry and the problem we are having with insurgency in our great country, it is indeed very, very important that, yes, our train must be followed by experienced security men. Armed guard must be there to protect our people. They must be there in the train. They must be moving together. Aside from that, the passengers must be sensitized. If you are moving into the train, whatever you observe, you must let the train management know what you observed around you there are some passengers that you may not be comfortable with their actions and what you have observed with them. If you observe anything like that, that must be brought to the notice of the rail transportation system management. Aside from that, the rail line too must be protected. There must be adequate surveillance on the rail line. Security must do their patrol regularly. Regular patrol of the rail line is indeed very, very important. You know that most of the time, there are some certain areas whereby you travel several kilometers without any settlement. And in such a situation, security agents must be available to monitor and observe what is happening along the rail line. If there are bandits that can actually come out and attack, this will take care of them, and this will make those that are traveling through that transport system very, very safe. And the transportation system, the rail transportation system management too, will have that confidence of telling our people that yes, you can patronize us and you not have any problem patronizing us.
The railways should be protected in such a way that people that should not have access to that entire area, entire length of our rails should not be there at all. So this is to be done, and cameras are to be fitted to monitor every length, the extent of our railways. That is one of the ways to protect it, because you cannot deploy security operatives to cover the entire length of our railways. And you know, in the past we used to have railway police stations where people can go and report, and sometimes, you know, I remember when we were in school, there is a particular device, you know, like a vehicle that they put on the rail in order to monitor the railways. But I don't think they have those things now. But all the same, I think there is need for us to have a way of monitoring. If we can't put cameras, because, you know, the way they vandalize things in Nigeria, if we can't put camera, there should be a satellite means of monitoring the entire length of our railways.
Security of travelers, especially as Christmas and the New Year celebration approaches, must be accorded the necessary urgent attention by the government. Toluwaleke Ali reporting for The Movers.
From 1933, when it began operations as Motor Transport Union, till it was restructured under Decree 21 and 22 of 1978, later amended by Decree 1 of 1999 and published in the Official Gazette No. 6, Volume 65 of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Road Transport Employers Association of Nigeria has contributed immensely to the development of Nigeria's economy. As a union backed by law, RTEAN, under the pragmatic leadership of Alhaji Musa Mohammed, is set to play its role in the transformation and reformation of the transportation sector. With a well-established structure in Nigeria's 774 local government areas and about 10 million membership strength, Alhaji Musa Mohammed is poised to lead RTEAN into productive partnership with government at all levels to ensure your comfort. RTEAN, the mover of the nation's economy, is committed to making Nigeria a better place for all. For more information, visit www.rtean.org.ng. Uproad Super! There were vacuums in Nigeria's transportation system that needed to be filled. It came to the rescue. The rising rate of unemployment in Nigeria has become a thing of concern. It has provided hundreds of thousands of Nigerians with a sustainable means of livelihood. The security challenge in Nigeria could have been worsened by idleness. It engaged and took many youths off the streets. Commercial motorcycle and tricycle are not arbitrage. They are rather beatitude. The word should be regulation and not banning of commercial motorcycle and tricycle without alternative. This message is powered by Akomaran under the national president, Prince Adebayo Samsudeen Akpelogun, all-rounder. Great Akomaran! Great!
A few days ago, it was widely reported that airline operators in Nigeria are saying that domestically, we have to pay more to fly across Nigeria. Some Nigerians reacted. See it in this
Traveling by road in Nigeria is now for the courageous. No thanks to the rising cases of kidnapping and other acts of banditry regularly experienced on the roads and the bad state of many roads across the country. Many travelers now find solace in the rail or air means of transportation. However, earlier in the week, an increase in the domestic airfares was widely reported. Aside banditry, the other factor attributed to the increase in the price of airfares is the increase in the cost of aviation fuel, otherwise known as Jet A1. Nigerians react.
I feel very sad. Just last week, I was supposed to attend the burial of the father of my friend in Uyo. The road is already a no-go. It is a high risk to go to the east by road. Ask me why. You have to pass through Nisha, where they do sit at home, compulsory. Even this week is going to be a bit worse because to go for like 5 days. You leave this place, you want to go to Uyo or Calabar, it's a whole day's journey. Sometimes you get there by midnight. Now, I tried air. I look at it, I tried to, to book. The minimum I got at the time I did was like 35,000 naira. And, the two-way ticket will cost me like 70,000 naira. Somebody was even saying, that's cheap. Now with the hike, only God knows how much I'm going to pay. Where is the money coming from? The money, it looks like there is a siege over the naira. I blame the government. But the operators should see what they can do. Either to forge alliances together and so that the aviation, there's a way we get to the push. And but people don't have a choice. People must move. You can't, gone are the days people will go by night and say, I want to be in Abuja tomorrow. I'm not sure that is being encouraged anymore.
The demand is this increases inflation, demand and supply. The demand for flying is more than the supply. How many airlines are there? So you expect that if you go to the airport, if you don't tip people, touts are everywhere. I tried to fly. I got to the airport, I couldn't get a plane. I have to start looking for. And because people are saying, oh, how can you pass Delta? How can you pass it? Because of kidnapping, banditry, and the rest of them. And those things are as a result of what? Unemployment. Remember that the two basic economic problems for every society has to do with inflation and unemployment. If you try to solve the problem of inflation, you create unemployment. You solve the problem of unemployment, you create inflation.
The government and stakeholders have to meet to agree on a permanent solution on the issue of hike in fuel prices, which we hope will happen soon in order to cushion the effect it would have on people.
From 1933, when it began operations as Motor Transport Union, till it was restructured under Decree 21 and 22 of 1978, later amended by Decree 1 of 1999 and published in the Official Gazette No. 6, Volume 65 of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Road Transport Employers Association of Nigeria has contributed immensely to the development of Nigeria's economy. As a union backed by law, RTEAN, under the pragmatic leadership of Alhaji Musa Mohammed, is set to play its role in the transformation and reformation of the transportation sector. With a well-established structure in Nigeria's 774 local government areas and about 10 million membership strength, Alhaji Musa Mohammed is poised to lead RTEAN into productive partnership with government at all levels to ensure your comfort. RTEAN, the mover of the nation's economy, is committed to making Nigeria a better place for all. For more information, visit www.rtean.org.ng. Uproad Super! There were vacuums in Nigeria's transportation system that needed to be filled. It came to the rescue. The rising rate of unemployment in Nigeria has become a thing of concern. It has provided hundreds of thousands of Nigerians with a sustainable means of livelihood. The security challenge in Nigeria could have been worsened by idleness. It engaged and took many youths off the streets. Commercial motorcycle and tricycle are not arbitrage. They are rather beatitude. The word should be regulation and not banning of commercial motorcycle and tricycle without alternative. This message is powered by Akomaran under the national president Prince Adebayo Samsudeen Akpelogun all-rounder. Great Akomaran! Great!
That's the size of our package this week. So we've got to go now. I want to thank you most sincerely for being a part of it. On behalf of the entire The Movers crew, we say thank you. And then, of course, we must also appreciate very quickly our sponsors. Much respect. God willing, we'll do this again in 7 days. My name is Desmond Nwachukwu. God bless Nigeria.